Hello, this is RotMG testing right now on the 8th of March 2019. They added some stuff, I don't know, I already took those, hang on, they added a Archer ST set as well as a Ninja ST set, which are both honestly kind of mediocre. If you can check this out right here. So this is the Archer set. This is a placeholder skin, by the way, don't be bothered by it. This is what it looks like without the bullet, without the shot, I mean. What am I saying? Without the full set, it looks like this. The item stats themselves. The Deathless Crossbow is essentially a little bit of a slower, harder hitting avoid bow. It is basically a void bow, but better in some ways. And they're going to be selling this in the Nexus, of course. Good job, Deca. I am disappointed. The quiver is really mediocre. It gives you speedy, so it's kind of like a rushing quiver. As you can see, it shoots out this wave of 20 bullets, but they do very little damage. It slows the enemies, and yeah, again, it does very little damage. And you have to sit on things to do any damage, so it's not really worth it. It's not even able to kill like a flying brain or something in one shot. In one shotgun I tried. It's kind of like piss poor performance, honestly. It costs 120 MP, which is also really bad, more than other quivers, so it's pointless. It's only good for rushing. That's really about it. And for the set bonus, in which case I wouldn't even use it. The armor is basically a better soulless. It gives 20 more HP and 1 less defense than a soulless quiver, armor I mean, which is the robe, soulless robe. So it's okay if you have another ring to give you defense if you want like a survivability build. And the ring is pretty bad. 3 attack, 9 vitality, and 50 HP. Altogether, the set isn't that bad, the set bonuses anyway. You can see I have 935 HP and 347 mana. 50 def, 78 attack, 55 dex, and 54 vitality, which is kind of okay. It's kind of a survivability set, I feel like. Plus being able to like run very quickly. So, they also added the fact that you only need 2 pieces to get some of the bonuses. Some of the bonuses, like 5 dexterity and 5 vitality, if you have 2 pieces of the set. If you have 3 pieces, it gives you 95 MP and 11 defense, which isn't that bad. I don't know why this guy's training me. Okay, so really I recommend you take off the ring and use like a crown or something instead, because then you still have 50 defense, but you have all this other stuff and you're not plagued with this set. And because the quiver is kind of bad, you can swap it out for like a QOT or anything else really, because it's just better. Like a paralyzing quiver as well, and you have still pretty decent stats. If you want to, you can put on like a bracer. That looks kind of cool. All in all, pretty pointless. Like, it's really not that good. I would say if you really want the 11 death, which puts you to 50, which is kind of cool. It makes you kind of more tanky, but it's, again, unnecessary. Most things, if you do like voids, you get armor broken a lot, and it doesn't make the biggest difference. As far as like general use, the bow is clearly the best. It's basically a void bow. Quiver is pretty bad. The armor is okay. The ring is bad. For the set itself, I would either use this or this. Like this. Pretty much how I would use it. Yeah, that's the Archer set. Don't know where it's gonna drop. Probably a new dungeon, which they have teased at. I'm going to link the post, the RealmEye Forum post, where they posted all the interesting stuff, in the description. What you gotta consider is they added some rebalances, like Samurai. Instead of 25 defense, they will now have 50. Not 50, so Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Instead of 25 defense, they will now have 30, which is the same as Paladin. They will have a dexterity increase, so higher DPS, from 50 to 60, and vitality from 40 to 60, which is a pretty hefty boost. Ninja also has their vitality buffed, which is I guess, negligible from 40 to 60. Then there's some items that have been updated from 6 to 7% fame bonus. I have done a bunch of fixes, and they removed the Janus's chest. Players must now pick a name during account registration to simplify the flow, which is an interesting thing. They said they improved the account verification process, though I've had some issues right now. Shop packages and boxes now show limit per user quantity when applicable and are no longer visible when none are left. The Shield of Ogma has new projectiles and a new particle color, which I can show you, and it's pretty bad. I don't like it at all. It looks too tiley. And the fact that the borders, they kind of keep repeating, and it looks kind of bad. As you can see, maybe I should go on a character with a pet. Then the ninja set. Where is it? There it is. The ninja set is right here. This is the Raikoku. It is a lightning-esque katana, which has kind of a cool shot pattern. Very low range, 2 shots, really low damage, but it ignores defensive targets, which might be good for group high defense targets, so like Lost Halls, even though you won't be able to get that close because this is a very low defense, high attack set. Shuriken is probably the best part of the set. It does Armored on Self, which is unique, but it drains a lot of mana, as you can tell. I can basically only hold it for like 2 seconds, or 3. It does okay damage, actually. 900 to 1,800. As far as I know, that's pretty good. And then the range is really short as well, and it passes for obstacles, as you can see, really short range. This one's okay, to say the least. And then this armor is essentially a Mercy's Bane. If you know what that is, that's the melee armor with 7 attacks, 7 dex. Lower defense. And this is basically that, but on steroids. It has 8 attack, 8 dexterity, which is the most in the game on any armor, and plus 9 defense, so the defense is incredibly low. Use at your own risk. There's no real character to use this on besides Ninja, since there's a Shuriken. And then use like a defense ring, like anything, really. Anything with defense. Because the ring right here is pretty mediocre. It gives 80 HP, 5 vitality, and 5 speed. Overall, the set is meh. I don't really like the set skin that much. It looks kind of interesting. I like the concept. I like the little weave or whatever. And the animation isn't that bad, but it's kind of weird, and it's not the best skin. That's for sure. It's probably one of the better skins still, but like 16 by 16. I'm just a purist, and I don't like 16 by 16 skins. Now, there's a big problem. In testing right now, there's an inconsistency with the fact that you can't just log in and make an 8-8 character or a 6-8 character at least level 20. You have to level and max yourself, which is pointless. This is a testing server. They're supposed to test, not to level. They're supposed to test the STs if they're good. I don't understand why they've done this. I don't understand why they keep changing things up. I remember they used to give out 6-8s when you log in and when you make characters, and then they gave out 8-8s with full UTs and everything best. And now this is just what we're at. It makes no sense, and I hope they'll change this. The testing server is up till Monday. Yeah, till the... I'm not actually sure. It's up until Monday from now. I don't know which one it is. You can now reroll the Tinkerer with gold. I don't know why you would do that. The Permafrost Lord and the Crystal Prisoner are no longer icy. The Oryx Castle is finally back to normal. The Winter reskins don't drop anymore. And, of course, the Spring Nexus is now a thing. I forgot to mention, if you haven't noticed yourself yet. Yeah, there's apparently server optimizations that are going to happen. Some other things, they have teased at a new dungeon or two, or dungeon reworks, like the Lair of Draconis will get a rework. Again, I will link the article where you can find this in the description, which is a RealmEye Forum article, pardon me. Yeah, it's kind of weird. If you log in right now, you can open some chests and get some ST chests, and if you go to the mystery box shop. But that's really about it. There's nothing interesting. It's boring because you cannot, and if you don't already have stuff, you can't max and you can't do anything. They give you some pet maxing stuff, which I've already gotten, which means I have a maxed legendary, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there's mainly not a lot to do here. Try it out for yourself if you feel like it. There's also a link of it in the RealmEye Forum. Again, link for that in the description. And that's really all about it. It's kind of boring, it's kind of mediocre. The sets aren't that good. They're interesting, not that good. And yeah, it's kind of hard to test anything unless you already have stuff. So, yeah, that's about it. Bye.